EA have dropped another new patch right now. I'm not joking, which means new tactics are needed. So I have found the top 3 best new rank 1 tactics to use to help you win with the brand new update. For cheap, fast and reliable FC26 coins, use MMOEXP.com. The link is down below. And use the code MATTHD to get 8% off your order. You can even buy players and packs too. Now with EA dropping this brand new patch, what tactics do you need to get wins now in Ultimate Team? Well, let me tell you, this game is now different again. AI defending is not as strong, which I think is a good thing, but you need help getting wins. So let's get into it. Now, as always, these do work, guys, with any team in the game. They're pro-tested as well, and these are utterly ridiculous. Now, the first tactics I'm going to show you are incredible in the new patch. I've won 6 games in a row with these, and they're lovely. We are going back to basics. It's going to be 4-2-3-1-2. Yes, it's back in the brand new patch. Now, formation has to be 4-2-3-1 wide. It does remind me of the FC24 meta when this was back in that patch back in the day. And it's really solid, defensively strong, guys. Having those 2 CDMs is vital even now in the post-patch. And it's lovely. Now, the build-up style, though, is going to be short passing. This is definitely the new meta already, you can tell in the patch, guys. It's really clinical with tiki-taka play style. And having someone like Busquets to pass all around this team is amazing. It's so fun. Now, short passing there is the play. To be fair, anywhere from like 60, 70 is good, but I would say 70 in the 4-2-3-1 is good because although it's a defensive formation when defending, on the counter, this is rapid. So make sure to have 70 because it's a bit more aggressive and obviously it's more fun. You don't want to sit back in this game, guys. You want to have fun. So they are the current tactics there. I always do get a question in every single tactic video, guys. I always show the correct code at the end as that code still needs to update. However, what player roles are the new meta with the 4-2-3-1? Well then, you're going to want to go with their goalkeeper defend. This is a very back to basic formation where in a new patch you want no messing around, and this is a formation that you can really dominate with going forward and defending as well. But goalkeeper defender, guys, is definitely the play. 2 centre backs though on defender and defend all day long. Do not alter or vary from that. That is still the meta in this new post patch. Now this is where it gets different though. You do want a bit more of an attacking option on the right back. It gives more help to the right mid and becomes like a triangle when you're getting forward in terms of passing lanes with your CDM, right mid and right back. So you're actually going to want to keep the default there at fullback and balance. Try not to go defend on one of these fullbacks. Now obviously with that being said, I do want a bit more defensiveness on my left back to give a bit more balance to the defense overall, and that's why we've gone for fullback and defend. They still get forward obviously when you do trigger the run, but for me this works out best. So fullback defend, guys, on the left back and then right back on balanced. Now CDM is where this gets interesting. So we're not going to go holding like a prime FIFA 20. We're going to go with deep line playmaker, guys, and build up on both CDMs. Obviously try and get those roll pluses there. It really helps a lot. But having someone like Busquets here is huge. They can intercept pass as well. They actually do still play like a holding player here, although they look to get that counter started quick. And that's what I love about this formation, guys. This formation is utterly stunning in the post patch, and they build up the attack so strongly. It's amazing. Now, although they're on deep line playmaker, a lot of people might think, you know what, are they just stationary there? Like, do they do that? Do they always stay in that role? I like to think of these two players as a holding midfielder, but they push up more when we attack. It works well when building up from the back as well, and getting the attack started quickly on this game is huge, especially in the post patch. Now, left midfielder though, you do want to go, guys, here with inside forward. It's still a strong meta post patch, and especially in 4-2-3-1, the way this player cuts inside, and now the new player movement with the runs is devastating in the 4-2-3-1 wide. Same thing though applies to my right mid. You want to go for a quick play here. Think of like Nico Williams there, Rafinha, Vinicius Jr. if you can afford them. Parallel away a little bit cheaper. But basically, this player needs to be a quick player who can score well as well. They'll have a lot of chances though going forward in these tactics. Now, the cam roll though, again, is going to be playmaker balance there. Really works best there. I've tried half winger and also classic 10 and obviously shadow striker post patch, but really, believe me guys, playmaker is definitely the play there. Now, striker though, you want to go with advance forward and attack. Now, this is how the team looks without the ball. very, very defensive minded, so it's hard to break down, and it actually works really well, guys, against the 4-5-1 meta. Now, with the ball, that's how it looks. Look how condensed the team is. Options everywhere. Bang! You want to get some wing play? Hansen's often open. Same for Rafinha. There are so many good passing lanes with this formation. It's utterly devastating, guys, going forward. Do give these a go. And obviously, if you do want the tactic code, there is the tactic code for you. I always show you guys. Don't worry. I always show you. Don't worry. However, there are still 2 formations to show you that are working amazingly well in the new post patch. Now, these next tactics are incredibly good in the new post patch. I would say these are now the replacement meta for the 4-5-1, which, by the way, EA seem to have nerfed with the new patch. So many people on my Discord server discussing tactics are saying that it's been really nerfed, and there's loads of gaps in the 4-5-1. However, this is a great alternative. Now, the formation in question here will be the 4-4-1-1. It is always a solid formation to go back to if you want a fresh start, and it's actually a great formation all round. It plays a bit like a 4-5-1, but a bit more attacking, and in this new patch, it is lovely. Now, for these tactics, you do want to go with here balance, as it's a bit more aggressive in how it attacks rather than the short passing. I prefer balance in a 4-4-1-1 all day long in this formation. Obviously, there is a formation need as well, and you want to go with 70. Again, guys, post-patch, 70 is definitely the play. Now, goalkeeper here, you want to go with goalkeeper defend. No changes there. Defender and defend on both of your 2 centre-backs. However, this is where it gets different straight away. You want to go here with full-back and defend on both of your left-backs and right-backs. Defensively, this is structured so strongly, and I highly advise trying these. If you do want to concede less goals, this is definitely a formation for you. All the meanwhile, stringing together some insane attacks going forward. Now, I tried box to box on these 2 players, but they simply get forward way too much. And obviously in a formation like this, a bit similar to the pre-patch 4-5-1 here, you do want those midfielders to be really structured well. And we're going to go here on both deep lying playmaker and then build up on both. As always, try and get a player role plus or plus plus helps a ton. It makes them play better. But having both of these players looking to aggressively start the attack is brilliant. As soon as these 2 guys get the ball, bang, your cam is looking for the ball straight away. Everyone's on the front foot and they want that goal. Now, the right mid here, though, you do want to go with inside forward and balance there, as it gives you some really direct style of play. All the meanwhile, you can still trigger those runs to make sure Hansen goes up and forward. I did go 14-1 in the first weekend league with the 4-4-1-1, and in the past I've always loved it. I've got multiple rank 2s guys with this formation. It's a really fun formation that's good at the back and surprisingly fantastic going forward. However, what do we do with the left mid? On this position, you're actually going to stick to default settings here. I love this tactic. By having this player on the winger tactic, it's nice to have the extra width on one of these 2 options here. This player always wants the ball more than anyone on the team. This player always seems to want the ball, is at the heartbeat of every attack encounter, and I love having the 2 different options there to confuse my opponent. And I love having these 2 different options of winger and inside forward to confuse my opponent going forward. Now, for the cam spot, you do want to keep it as playmaker balance. I did try Shadow Strike here and also Classic 10, but again, playmaker is still meta, guys, even with the new patch. So playmaker and balance is what you need there. And you guessed it, advance forward and attack is the final instruction that you do need. This is how it looks with the ball. As you can see, deadly in so many ways attacking wise. It's so clinical going forward, and defensively you're set because these 2 midfielders here play a bit deeper than looks there. All the meanwhile, when they receive the ball, they want to ping that pass forward with hopefully some good passing stats. Obviously, guys, try and get players here a bit like Giraudo from Barca, De Jong from Barca there. Busquets is a brilliant play here. Players who've got good passing stats and are good at everything in midfield. That's without the ball, though. This is a great formation for you to go and try in the new patch now, as always. And there you have it, guys. There is the new tactic code for you to use for the 4-4-1-1. Now, this next formation might surprise you, but it's well and truly back. This is a formation I did once go 20-0 with back in FC24. I've always loved this, however, in the previous patches, it wasn't quite the one. With AI defending less powerful now, it does create more gaps in the new patch. It is, of course, the 4-2-2-2. Yes, it is back. Here we go then, the 4-2-2-2 as recommended by pro players themselves. We have got the formation there to choose, the 4-2-2-2. We then go to build-up style. We're going to choose short passing here. I always like this in a 4-2-2 because you want to be intricate. You want to do tiki-taka kind of style of play here. And in the new patch, guys, you definitely can do that even more so than the previous patch. And by the way, it is a big patch today. Now, balance, we're going to go with high instead. 70 again is defo the new meta. After trialing, testing this myself, guys, this is a very dominant formation in the new patch. Now, what do we do with goalkeeper and defend? To be honest, I like goalkeeper defend most here. Keeps that safety to the back where we need it the most. And I like it. That's the best choice for the goalkeeper. Defend on the 2 centre backs there. You guessed it correctly. However, to make this really work and to have those crazy outside runs, I'm going to keep it on my right back there to have the fullback role and balance. If I go defend here, I find it a bit too defensive. And with the 4-2-2, obviously, it can be a bit more narrow at times. So to fill those gaps there between the CDMs and the cam spot, I'm going to have those fullbacks overlap a lot to give me another passing lane. You want to make sure those passes are crisp. You don't want to miss them. But when you land those passes, you are going to see a plethora of options for your team going forward in every attack. So fullback balance there on both left back and right back works the best in the new 4-2-2. However, I did try holding on both CDMs. I tried holding and deep line playmaker. I even tried box to box here. Sorry, box crash on both. However, the best play here for me is deep line playmaker and build up on both of these CDMs. Reason why, I feel like the holding position, I feel like the holding role there is far too deep and almost a bit negative in this kind of formation when it's a really fun attacking formation. So having deep line playmaker means they want to get the ball forward quickly to the cam spots. Now, obviously with any 4-2-2 ever in FIFA history, there's no central cam, which is why I believe having the fullbacks on balance there gives me that extra room to roam with these CDMs. And if I'm struggling to find my way through the defense, bang, my right back is next to me in this formation. That's what makes it really click well. Deep line playmaker on both of the 2 CDMs. The left cam here, guys, I've tried balance, I've tried roaming, I've tried build up, but in the 4-2-2, playmaker roaming is 100% in the play here all day long. It makes it play in a superb way going forward. And having roaming on both of these plays as well is stunning. It allows me to be creative, allows me to have that freedom with the cams. Whereas if I don't have that, then they're kind of stationary a bit and you want them to move around more, hence why the roaming tactic. It's a great tactic to have. Definitely give it a go. Now the left striker here though, we're going to go for advance forward and attack, but a bit of a surprise here. We're going to go for false 9 and attack on the player focus. By doing that, in the new patch at least, with AI defending less strong, it means that your opposing player has more to think about compared to both of these strikers being on advance forward. Is Rashford here dropping back? Am I triggering the run? I like having that different option. And there's always a 1-2-1 between these two. And again, playmaker behind them is amazing because they have that creativity to roam in that area, which makes up for not having a central cam. That's how it looks, guys, without the ball. This is how it looks with the ball. Don't forget to trigger those runs on your fullbacks as well. It creates havoc going forward. Definitely give these a go. These are utterly ridiculous. Now, as always, if you guys want the new code here for the 4-2-2 formation in the top 3 new post-patch tactics today, there are the 4-2-2 meta tactics. I hope you guys love these brand new post-patch tactics. Give them a go in the gauntlet, give them a go in division rivals and even weekend league. Let me know which one's your favorite in the comments down below. Subscribe for more tactic videos, leave a like if you enjoyed it, and have a truly iconic special day.